The movie was Robocop. It was almost rated X until they cut out some of the balance to get an R rating. So wouldn't it make a great toy line? Let's take a look at the Kenner Robocop toys. Now before you say it, I know this is not based on the movie, it's based on the cartoon series, but it was a strange time where they take a very hard R movie, turn it into a kid TV show. I think Police Academy might have been R also. It became a TV show, cartoon that is. Well, it became a live action also, but ain't for kids for the cartoon. It was a crazy time in the 80s. So we're going to look at the Kenner Robocop figures because it hit me that I've never really looked at these figures before. And I'll tell you a little bit about them, show you when they never got released. It's going to be a...
Hey, what is going on here?
Hey there. Everybody, it's robo-building.
Shouldn't you be in class right about now?
No, I don't have class. I'm a 35-year-old man.
Learning isn't something you can just do at school. It's something you should always be doing.
Well, we're going to be learning. We're going to be learning about Robocop figures. It's going to be a lot of fun. Robo-building. What is his story anyway?
In the year 2001, the American school system ran out of funds as gang lords took over the dying schools. One school, however, was a shining beacon of hope. Bayside, in Palisades, California, was ran by Richard Belding, was the only school in America that stayed under budget. With the help of his high school students and the staff at the local Max restaurant, the school raised the money it needed to keep out the gangs and stay under budget. Once the school system failed, something had to be done. That's when the leaders of USS, United School System, hacked a plan. Using the latest in cloning tech and AI, the USS built a robot Mr. Belding for each school across the U.S. That robot was named X7U45T, but the kids all called it Robo-Belding. Today, the school system has returned to the old glory thanks to the wisdom of Richard Belding. If you are a student who is being bullied or needs a little extra help on your home economics final, or some preppy student is using his powers to stop time, then maybe, just maybe, Robo-Belding can help you.
Hopefully we've seen the last of him. Maybe he went back to school. So let's dig into these Robocop figures from Kenner. And we'll start with one that didn't even get released. I know, I usually tease you for that, but we're going to talk about the talking 12-inch Robocop. Right there, Robocop from Ultra. What'd you say? Ultra Police. Robocop with a robo voice. I wonder what that would have sounded like. That would have been kind of cool. You could take your 12-inch Commando Arnold figure and have them fight each other. Or in the early 90s, they did Predator. You could have had him fight Predator. That would have been pretty cool. But let's look at the figures here. First, we got Ace Jackson. That's right, Ace Jackson. What a cool name. As you can see, these are kind of, to be honest, they're kind of like cheaply made. Not cheaply made, I mean the good quality. They were kind of just, it seemed like they just threw this line out there. But I don't know, maybe it's just a feeling I get when they borrowed old parts. It's just a feeling I get. And we have Ann Lewis. You remember Ann Lewis from the movies? That's right. I never watched a cartoon, but apparently I guess she was on the cartoon. She comes with a crossbow and a gimp mask. That is a weird looking mask if you ask me. And, ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Robo-Belding.
I have removed my helmet. Now I am just like one of you. Not a robo-principal.
Thanks for that update. Let's move on here and look at this one. Birdman Barnes. Birdman's got a nickname. Like anybody that has a nickname, Birdman Barnes. That's a cool looking one right there. And then we've got this guy, Chainsaw. Not to be confused with that Chainsaw from that summer school movie. Remember that? Oh, what a fun movie. And you're thinking, that head looks really familiar, Junkman. Yeah, it looks really familiar. Let's move on here to this one right here. Who is this one? Claw Collinhan. Claw Collinhan. What a weird name. And he, like a lot of these figures, use caps. You can put caps in these and make them go bang, bang, bang.
Junkman, you are no matador, so take the bull outside.
I keep my bull inside. Let's move on here to this one right here. Yeah, Eddie 260. 260. Ed 260. Ed 260 right here. Remember this? This was like the villain of the Robocop movie. Was this in the cartoon? I really need to watch the cartoon. Remember when he fell down some stairs? It was kind of funny. But there you go, Ed 260. That'd be kind of cool to have. I'm not going to lie to you right there. And then we've got Headhunter. Watch out. Who's hunting heads? It's Headhunter right there. Headhunter. Comes with a bunch of plastic guns and everything. Oh, Headhunter. And then we have Robo Command. This is a little walking ship thing you can put them in. I don't know. Robocop maybe gets a little lazy, gets a little bored. He don't want to walk everywhere. He'll get a Robo Command and march around town in it. That's for sure.
I once saw Lisa Turtle nude in the girls' locker room.
She was a kid. She was like 14.
Well, she looked grown up.
No, you're gonna ask him how he saw her in the girls. What's he doing in the girls' locker room? I don't even want to know. So we're gonna move on to Dr. Mac. I can never say that name. I don't know. I can't read. Okay. Nominal. I don't know. But this is a really basic figure. It doesn't look like anything. It doesn't come with anything that really makes you get excited, does it? It's really, really basic. And how about this one? Nitro. Sound like you ought to be on American Gladiators. Remember that show? Nitro. And we have Sergeant Reed. Sergeant Reed right there. Can you believe this? Sergeant Reed. I can't believe it right there. Sergeant Reed. And then we have Robo One. A car for robots. Robocop has a car.
This reminds me of that time Zach kidnapped the star Russian chess player and then dressed up like him to help Screech win the big game after he lost his lucky beret.
How's that remind you of that? Then we have a Robocop. This is a regular Robocop. I like that his helmet came off. I once took the head off and made a Darth Vader head with it. Put on a Darth Vader figure. It was a long time ago. But yeah, Robocop. Man, you can put a little caps in him and pull a little lever on the back and make cap sound. Pop. Sounds like a cap gun. It's a lot of cool stuff right there. And then what is this one? Blaster Robocop. He comes with this big old harness thing you put on his back. Gives you some more firepower if you need it. And how about this one? A glow-in-the-dark Robocop. You never thought you'd live to see the day to see a glow-in-the-dark Robocop? Well, now you have. And look at that hand. That's a weird-looking hand right there. Weird.
Dead or alive, you're staying in school.
I'll give you that one, Robo Building. That one was kind of funny. And then we have Robocopter. That's right. Get in the copter. Time to get to the chopper. Robocopter, man, that looks like a lot of fun right there. Reminds me of that show, Airwolf. Remember that? Why didn't they ever make a toy of Airwolf? A big toy like that of Airwolf. That would have been cool. Oh, man, maybe somebody will make that one day. And up next.
You guys ever listen to Zack Attack?
No, we don't listen to no Zack Attack around here. How about this? A Robocycle. Robocycle. That's right. Put Robocop on a motorcycle. A motorcycle with guns, that is. That looks freaking awesome. And how about this? A role-playing. Put a hat.
One of my students once got hooked on caffeine pills.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope everything turned out good. I hope she wasn't too excited and she got off the caffeine pills. I really do. Anyway, here we go. A role-playing Robocop. You can dress up like Robocop. That'd be pretty fun right there, if you ask me anyway. That's not all. We also have this right here. Robo-Jeller? I guess where we put the bad guys that take them to jail. Oh, that would have been...
We had a drug dealer at Bayside once, but the head of NBC, Brandon Tartikoff, came and set the record straight. He told all the kids, "There is no hope with dope. Great guy."
Well, he does have a point. There's no hope with dope. And getting back to the figure, Scorcher. Look at Scorcher. Oh, he's got a mask. I love a figure that came with a mask or a hood or anything you could take off. And we have Skull Hog. Now that's a cool name for a motorcycle if I ever heard it. Skull Hog. And back to the figures, Torpedo Thompson. That sounds like a football player at school. I don't want to say school too much. You know who might come back. And then we have Toxic Waster. Remember the guy turned toxic in the movie? That should have been him. There he goes. Hey, and that looks like the backpack that would have been used for the Joker later on, but I don't think it is. Same color, but I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's tooled the same. And then we have Willie what? Willie Wilson. What a hard name to say right there. Man, that's a cool looking figure.
Miss Bliss was the first woman I ever seen that could use a computer. A computer.
But that's a look at the Kenner Robocop action figure line. And some other companies have done Robocops. One did them in the 90s, and of course NECA's done them since then, and a lot of other. I think Super 7 did a lot.
Did you hear that? My senses are telling me there's trouble at the max. Little Annie Leverotten doesn't have a number 2 pencil. And the SATs are this week. I must run. So long, Junkman. I'm coming, Annie.
Robo building, ladies and gentlemen. Do we retire this character with just one video? Or do we bring him back? I'll let you decide that.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.